Hello fantasy faithfuls and welcome to Scheme Fit Season 3 Episode 7. Today I will be looking at Carlos Hyde and Kansas City Chiefs. So first off, let's take a look at Carlos Hyde from the last 3 years. As he played with the Browns and Jaguars last year, it was a little iffy, so I wanted to go back and look more at his history. With the 49ers and Browns and Jaguars, as I said, he has carried the ball in a way that highly resembles the average running back. He has 30% of his carries up the middle, right on average. After that, we see that he's been mainly used as a guy that carries the ball inside the tackles with a decent amount of carries outside the ends. Furthermore, looking at his productivity, he's only got one lane where he's been above league average over the last 3 years, and that is outside the left tackle. That will be a lane that we will look for synergies with the Chiefs. We also gotta take the left end runs into account, as it at least has above 4 yards per carry. Other than that, it's mainly average, nothing too spectacular. 3.8 over the middle is okay, even though 4 is the league average. When it comes to catching passes, Hyde is pretty much good at catching the ball in the outside zones, while he struggled over the middle. And this has been with less than accurate quarterbacks under center. Furthermore, he has not been good at gaining yards in the passing game, but we can say that the short left will be his best zone with the highest combination of catch rate and yards per catch. And lastly, Hyde is used to carry the ball 16 times a game during his career and being targeted 3.4 times a game, so these are numbers we want to be close to with the Kansas City Chiefs. I would like to take a second to remind you to hit that like button, leave a comment what you think about this video, and subscribe to the channel. I love every interaction I have with y'all, and every little bit helps me put out even more content. Let us now focus on Patrick Mahomes for a second. Mahomes targeted running backs 2.8 times per game in 2018. This led to 57.6 receiving yards per game, and with that, he had the 4th most yards production on a per game basis for any quarterback. Mahomes targeted running backs mostly to the outside zones and only 7% up the middle. This fits very well with Carlos Hyde. He will not have to catch the ball over the middle, and even if he doesn't gain too much yards on these throws, he'll gain some at least. The running backs' yards per catch on these throws were very good in Kansas City. Both outside zones are above league average, and since there won't be any throws over the middle, we're good there. That short left zone productivity will help Hyde to gain more yards in the passing game, so good synergy here. And we now have to look to Andy Reid to further figure out how Hyde will be used. Reid has traditionally called running plays on 48% of his first downs, 40 on second, and 24 on third. That is 2% more run calls on second and third than the league average. And running backs that have played under him in the last 3 years have finished 16th, 3rd, and was on pace to finish 2nd in 2018. The play calling has been centered around runs straight up the middle, and then a massive disparity between the left and right side of the field. Sure, there are still carries to be had outside the left end and tackle, but most calls have taken the backs to the right side. This is usually a good thing, as the right side correlates more with fantasy points, but Hyde has been a better runner going to the left side of the field. Looking at the offensive line, we see that they ranked as the 16th best in the league in run blocking in 2018. The combined rushing effort of the entire team landed them as the 5th best rushing team in the entire league last year. The run blocking shows why runs have gone up the middle and to the right. They gained 4 yards per carry up the middle and more in the right lanes compared to left if we exclude the left tackle, which is their most productive lane. The exact same that Hyde has his high yards per carry in. So that is a fantastic synergy that I'm really excited about. Breaking down their red zone trends, we have Carlos Hyde, who had 61% of the 49ers red zone carries in 2017 and 50 in 2016. Kareem Hunt was on pace for 39 red zone carries in 2018, close to Hyde's 2017 of 41. Hyde had a 19.5 success rate carrying the ball inside the red zone and 31% inside the 10. Chiefs running backs had 26% success rate in the red zone and 35% inside the 10. There are plenty of red zone carries up for grabs in Kansas City, and with them being better suited to score touchdowns when they are in the red zone, I have Hyde scoring more as a Chief than his 8 in 2017, even if it only means by 1 over the course of the entire season. As we always do, let's look at their synergies and bad fits for the conclusion. First up, we have the left tackle runs, We have an offensive line with the most productive lane matching with Hyde's. I just wish Reed called some more runs here. Then we have up the middle, tons of runs here. Hyde is decent and the line is good. I expect them to gain a lot of yards on these type of runs. There are very few B-gap runs. Reed doesn't call too many plays in these lanes, and Hyde is very bad here, so it's a perfect synergy. For the red zone, there are opportunities, and the Chiefs have had a better success rate than Hyde in this area, so I expect them to score a little bit more. And lastly, short left passes. This is where the Chiefs running backs have gained most yards and Hyde's best passing zone. For the bad fits, I will do a little bit of nitpicking. We have the right end runs, which have too many calls to the right end, where Hyde lacks productivity. We have the red zone again, with Travis Kelce taking up a huge chunk of red zone looks. And lastly, the passing game. They don't throw too many passes to running backs, and Hyde lacks personal ability in the passing game. In conclusion, as we get closer to the season and figure out just how much the Chiefs like Hyde, I will be looking to picking up for a mid-round draft pick. I really like the synergy, and I think he'll carry the ball very well for the Kansas City Chiefs in 2019. More synergies are to be found with fantasy points and the fantasy snapshot bundle that will drop in late May on csdfantasy.com with over 150 video breakdowns of players for 2019. Thank you so much for being part of the Fantasy Faithfuls, and I'll see you again next week. Hello Fantasy Faithful, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out more of them right here and here. In case you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat.